evening and welcome to the Mancunian Way Wednesday evening. And there's been a little bit of news today. Do you know what it is, Rob?
You're coming out of the closet as a waffle merchant.
No. You want another guess?
Or you're staying in the closet as a waffle merchant.
No. That's just... come on, get serious for a minute.
Manchester City have signed Harry Kane on a 5-year deal and he's being paid £1 million a week.
No. It's to do with transfers, but it's more of the exit door than it is the indoor.
I like how you can think of the name of the exit door, but not the indoor, as you put
it. Yeah, Ferran Torres is on his way to Barcelona for something roughly in the record, or in the region of £46.7 million, which is about 55 million euros, with a further 8.5 million to go on top, depending on add-ons. So, yeah, he's going, and he's going this January. I did put a tweet out earlier on saying, are we raising money? And when I say raise money, I don't mean with skin that we can't afford players without selling. But are we clearing the decks for somebody new to come in?
Are we decking the halls, Martin?
Decking the halls with what? Harlan Holler.
Fact.
La 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 la. Oh, is it going to be Dusan Vlahovic?
John Grogan's got a good point though. We are Manchester City discount merchants, which is crazy. So he's going to Barcelona, is he, Martin?
Going to Barcelona.
Oh, I wonder which people at the football club that would benefit. One of our future world global superstars going to Barcelona for a cut price deal. I wonder who that would benefit, Martin.
Well, he did join in August 2020 from Valencia for around about 25 million quid. So we are roughly going to make double the money back. He has made 43 appearances, scored 16 goals for us, but apparently he is leaving because he wanted to get more regular first-team football, which is a bit surprising because he did actually start the opening 6 games of the season. He was dropped for the Southampton game, but then he broke his foot. So what do you do about that? Has he had a change of heart since breaking his foot, or what?
Well, clearly he wanted to play in a plastic cast, Martin.
Well, clearly he does. But apparently he's gone. And Barcelona have got the money because, as I've said all along, they got a loan out. So for anyone who says, how are they paying for it? They got a loan out to do all this. So that's why they've done it. Now, I have seen a lot of fans on social media say they're not bothered by this. Ferran Torres, some have said it's a fantastic deal because we're making double, or some will say treble the money, depending on what, sources you want to believe. I think it's a bad deal, personally, because he's 21 years old. And somebody said to me earlier, yeah, but we've got Mahrez and we've got Sterling. Sterling don't know about his contract, and Mahrez is like 31. So how in...
Do you ever miss the days where we just accumulate thousands of players on the squad?
So, say that again.
Did you ever miss the days when we just accumulated thousands of players in the squad and have like 54 first-team players? And the manager that comes in doesn't even know who they are or whether they play for him.
Very true. Very true. Do I miss them days? Not really. But, okay, is there a positive in this? This will give... Is the emergence of Cole Palmer part of the reason this has been allowed to happen?
No.
Is that it? No? Well, that was your football analysis from Rob.
Well, no, it's obvious why he's leaving for Barcelona.
Well, go on then.
Because we've got four senior staff members at the club who are Barcelona FC. And they've realised
they've
realised that Barcelona FC is in trouble right now. And they're doing everything they can to help out their beloved club. They don't love Manchester City, man. They're employed by Manchester City. They're paid by Manchester City. They've all been made multi-millionaires by Manchester City, but they don't love the club, Martin.
No, they're not in love with it the way they're in love with Barcelona. I totally agree with that.
Let's put it this way. Where did Ferran Torres come from?
Valencia.
Right. So, okay. So let's say that Ferran Torres never came to Manchester City, right? And he had this, and let's say that Ferran Torres played the way he did for Manchester City, but for Valencia, and then Barcelona had to go directly to Valencia to buy him. How much would they charge? 100 million euros? 150 million euros? The answer is yes, Martin. That's what they would have been looking at charging, and Barcelona never would have been able to buy him. However, if you make that sideways step to Manchester City Feeder Club FC, then we'll sell him cheap. Cheap like the budget to Barcelona.
Yeah.
But
if you think about it.
But without thinking about things too much, Martin, because you get steam coming out the top of your head. What did Roberto say on day one of Ferran Torres?
That he will be a Ballon d'Or player, but it won't be at Manchester City.
And why did Roberto say that, Martin?
Because we will not see the best of him, because he'll leave and go to another club.
And which club's that, Martin?
I didn't know he said Barcelona. I know he said Spain. I couldn't remember if he said Real Madrid or Barcelona.
I don't think that Ferran Torres is a rat or a snake or anything like that. I think he's just doing the best thing for his career, which is moving to Spain. Put it this way, living in the northwest of England is an acquired taste, and if you're from Spain, unless you're David Silva, you ain't going to spend your career in a country like England.
If you live in Greater Manchester or Manchester right now, look out the window and you see why it may not appeal to everyone. It's like -5, it's freezing, and it's throwing it down with rain. Doesn't always appeal to the Spanish lads or the Portuguese lads, and you got to remember the reason he's not a stake is this is a job to him. He's not a Manchester City lad like Foden or Cole Palmer.
And at the end of the day, everyone who supports Manchester City should just be saying good luck to the lad. Simple as.
It's not his fault. Well, he's asked to move, yes. That's probably the thing that stings a bit. That he sees Barcelona as a bigger step than we are. That's the one that hurts a little bit. Anyone who thinks, see, this is the bit that does. Why are Barcelona, Real Madrid, and even Manchester United, they're still seen as these super clubs?
Do you want part of the reason for that, Martin?
You're going to say G14 big group? Or?
No. Nothing as cloak and dagger as that, Martin.
Well, go on then.
If you're from Spain and you're good at football, how much will Manchester United pay you in wages?
Boatload of money.
And how much will Manchester City pay you? Unless your name's Harlan.
Fair market value.
Well, there you go. It's as simple as that, Martin.
Are you telling me Barcelona won't be giving him as much money as we are?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you go to Barcelona, Martin, if you make it at Barcelona, you've got Nike deals, Puma deals, watch deals, aftershave deals. You get statues, blah blah. You know what I mean? Everything associated. Look at half the Barcelona playing squad, Martin. Like some of them were only on like 50-60 grand a week, but they were getting paid 750 grand a week in sponsorship and all sorts of other crap. They were crazy. You become crazy famous playing for Barcelona. You don't become crazy famous playing for Manchester City outside of the city of Manchester. I mean, look at that. Look, honestly, I'll go back to David Silva, mate. In 5 years' time, the world will have forgot about David Silva unless you're a Manchester City fan. And do you think that that's fair that the world will forget about David Silva? Like one of the greatest attacking midfielders of all time.
He should be honoured he should be honoured in the World 11, or if there was some history of World 11, he should be in there.
Exactly. But he
Then
played
again, it took
his
how many
career.
years to get into the Premier League team of the year? So
Yeah. Well, he played his career at Manchester City, not Real Madrid or Barcelona. So,
yeah,
same with Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero is quite literally the best goal scorer, goals to game ratio, and goals to minute ratio in the Premier League history. And yet people still waffle on about Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry, and people waffle on about Luis Suarez, for fuck's sake, because he played for Liverpool. If Aguero played for Liverpool or United, mate, my God, he'd have golden statues built for him.
oh yeah. Now listen, it probably hurts a little bit more because in the last 18 months we've lost Sane and then we've now lost Torres, two promising wingers, and unfortunately, it has made us not realise, but it has put a little bit of perspective in. Is that we've still got a little bit of a way to go to get to the Bayern Munich, the Barcelona, and the Real Madrid levels.
We don't have any way to go, Martin. We have approximately got 20 days to go until we're at that level.
Right, okay. Oh, well, that leads me nicely on to my next part then. So, 55 million, or 50 million, shall we say, is going to come into the kitty. We were going to spend best part of 130 million on Kane. I know you're going to say yes, but is this deal going to happen in January then?
Yeah, 100%.
And does this just make it more?
Well, all right. So that for all of the naysayers out there, the Ferran Torres money just instantly pays the Riola fee for one. Martin, answer me a couple of questions, mate.
Go on.
What happens to Harlan's Nike contract in January?
It actually at the end of January it expires. Well, I couldn't get my words out.
Okay, so Harlan's Nike contract expires at the end of January. Okay. Who have Manchester City got a kit and club deal with for the next decade?
Puma.
Okay. And who are Puma keener than mustard to make their next brand ambassador?
Erling Harland.
And what sort of money are we talking about to become a brand ambassador? Like 50 million?
You're talking what?
50 million.
A year.
Mm-hmm.
I say maybe a bit more, depending on how much they want to do it.
Okay. Next question. Which club are Puma's flagship ambassador club?
Manchester City.
Yeah. Do you think then that Manchester City, being Puma's ambassador club, would want Puma's poster boy playing for them?
Of course they would.
Oh, weird, isn't it? And all of these things just so happen to come together in January.
I don't know if you noticed, but did you get the link I sent you earlier on? You've got it, you just not read it. There was a link. I didn't know this. This only came out about an hour ago that I heard about. Dortmund played, I think it was Freiburg. Maybe I'm wrong on that. And they beat them 3-0 in the last home game. And Erling Haaland did something that he's never done before. Because even one of the executives at Dortmund was like, we don't know why he did that. That was a bit weird. But he actually went round the stadium waving at all the fans. Because that will be the last home game until they come back from there.
Don't Germany have some sort of Christmas break?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Now, people are saying he was.
So why would you wave?
Why would you wave
goodbye to your fans at a Christmas break, Martin? Is it because you've got plans to be somewhere else after that Christmas break?
Well, according to the media yesterday, he's going up the M62 to Liverpool, apparently. So, listen, Liverpool have suddenly come into some cash. Don't know where they've got their money from. But yeah, apparently, Dortmund were going off on their winter break, and Harlan was the only player who went waving bye-bye. And the reason it was picked up is because I can't remember the guy's name. Have you got the thing there, the executive names in there? And he actually says I don't know why he did
Look at SOS there. Look at SOS coming in with the comment of the evening so far. The Torres fee will pay for what Riola wants. Fucking
And by the way, can
fact.
I just say, it
Fact.
is lovely to have SOS back. I know why you've been away, mate, and I hope everything's okay. That's all I'm going to say, mate. I hope everything's okay, buddy. So, yeah. And hello to everybody else in the chat as well, but SOS has been away for a while, and it's good to have him back. I'm just... Now, Roman has told me tonight that Chris Baker's saying waffle. What, you want syrup on that?
See, look, if anyone wants proof of why I think that if anyone calls my beloved football club Man City and not Manchester City, then that all they are doing is feeding into the media narrative of disrespect. Because Martin sent me an article before, and in the article it says, Erling Haaland hints at Borussia Dortmund exit amid interest from Manchester United, emphasis on the Manchester United as in they're the proper club, and Man City. Now, why would you call one Manchester United and one Man City unless you respected one of them and didn't respect the other? So all of you little groats out there that call my beloved football club Man City, put some respect on the name. It's Manchester City, because the media doesn't respect City, and you are following suit. Every single time you call them Man City, you're following suit with the media, who also doesn't respect them. Fact.
There you go. Has it got the name of that exec in there, Rob? Hello? Don't know where Rob went there. But yeah, so now Roman told me earlier that was going to be Dusan Vlahovic. But just to me, the only reason I think something may happen in January is because why would we as a club weaken ourselves down in January at a time of the season where we're not going to have a break, at the time of the season where we are not going to, where there is a pandemic going on, a bit of an outbreak, and players we need all hands on deck right now. Why would we weaken ourselves down? So there you go. I just think all signs point to getting a deal done. Now, listen, I'm not saying like Rob, it's coming in January. Rob is determined he's coming in January. I wouldn't rule out a deal being agreed in January for the summer. Well, that's just me. I've suddenly got the hiccups.
Well, that's because you're drinking caramel lattes with caramel syrup.
I'm not actually. I'm actually drinking Americano tonight.
But I have to point out something to you, Martin. The whole reason you don't think Harlan's coming in January is because you don't understand how football works.
Fact. No, I do. I just.
He's coming in January, Martin.
I'm doing what John Grogan did. I'm not getting on the hype train.
It's not about hype trains, Martin.
I'm not getting on it.
It's a ridiculous statement. It's nothing to do with hype trains. It's to do with facts. And the fact of the matter is that he's coming in January. It's as simple as, Martin.
Listen, I hope he does. And for one, I wish Ferran Torres the most successful career. I hope he does great at Barcelona. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and call him a snake and everything else. I will wish him all the best. I hope your career goes from strength to strength. And I hope we see you coming back with Barcelona and we'll give you a good kicking. No, but I just wish you all the best. Thank you for the year and a half you've been with us. And good luck. No hard feelings from me. That's all I've got to say on the Ferran Torres deal. It is what it is. No hard feelings and we move on.
I just want to reaffirm to the audience at home about why I get so pissed off every time all of you millennial plastics call my football club Man City. See, look at the disrespect being put on here. You know, Borussia Dortmund get called Borussia Dortmund. Why don't they just call them Borussia Dort? You know, why don't they just call them Dortmund or Ussia Dortmund or Ussia Dort? You know what I mean? Why don't they put disrespect on their name? Yeah? And then look, Manchester United, the team of Manchester. And then these little scroats, Man City. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is a prime example of the media putting disrespect on our name. So please stop referring to them as Man City. It's Manchester.
There you go.
Because we are the only football team to come from Manchester.
There you go. Is there any? There is a little bit of other news going on today. Apparently,
let's not call Newcastle United Newcastle anymore. Let's just call them New United. That'll really fucking... Oh, their fans will love that. Are you a New United fan? What do you mean by that? Let's not call it Liverpool FC. Let's call it Pool FC. Fucking Hartlepool fans will have a day out on that one. Yeah?
Pool FC, I can't imagine that one to go down very well.
Let's just call it Arse FC. Actually, that's a good one.
You need to rethink this, don't you? You need to go away and think. Castle United, Gene Cartier's come up with Castle United. Are you not going to answer Chris Baker's question?
What's my best mate Chris saying?
Oh, have a look. He's put question and everything.
What is the official club website called? Well, Chris, it used to be called mcfc.co.uk, but then to incorporate new fans like you, to incorporate American fans like you, Chris, to incorporate global fans, it changed its name to mancity.com. Yeah. Do you know what .com means? .commercial, as in business. A football club shouldn't be a fucking business. Should be an emotional dream.
Oh, no, I've been told it's a business.
Mr. Corporate Chris Baker over there, yeehaw, with his Daisy Dukes on, just so the ladies and gentlemen at home get the proper Chris
and he's actually typed it as well.
Chris Baker is sat at home wearing a pair of Daisy Dukes and thigh-high boots, and he's got a cowboy hat on.
Oh, I can't believe he's literally typed yeehaw as you said it. I'm starting to think you two are planning this together as you're going along. Oh, you couldn't make this up as you're going along. Anyway, I'm going to get onto it. Cole Palmer then and McAtee. With Ferran Torres going out, are they going to get more of a chance?
Well, they were going to get the same chance that they were always getting. I mean, let's not beat around the bush about this, Martin. The first choice players on the right hand side are Gabriel Jesus, Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling. The first choice players on the left hand side are Jack Grealish and Phil Foden, and sometimes Raheem Sterling. So what makes you think that Cole Palmer and McAtee are going to get any more games if Torres leaves? Because let's not forget Torres was playing through the middle at 10.
Well, that's one of them, because I think he could have been converted into a finisher quite easily.
I've said 1,005,000 times that McAtee can play at 10 and Cole Palmer can pretty much play anywhere he bloody well wants. But the point is, Martin, it ain't going to happen because we're signing Harlan.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer and McAtee need to bide their time and hold out for when, because let's face it, Riyad Mahrez will leave in the summertime because Riyad Mahrez will want one more last big money move to France. He'll go to like Marseille or Monaco.
I think he's
nearly 32 years old. So, and this is not me, by the way, this is not me saying get him out of the club, not at all, because Riyad Mahrez has really impressed me this year, but he is at that age where he will want that one last payday. Okay, so he'll get that. So he'll leave in the summer, Riyad Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus, there's uncertainty about his contract future. Do I want him to stay? Of course I want him to stay. Jack Grealish, his long-term future will be in the number 8 role. We've currently in the number 8 role got Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan's 76 years old. Kevin De Bruyne's also getting up there in age. So there will be places in this Manchester City team, Martin, up for grabs. They're just not up for grabs now.
True. So it's about biding their time. And is that maybe Ferran Torres didn't want to bide his time? Maybe he didn't. And maybe he's thought Barcelona was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hold on, Martin. What? See, why do you do this to yourself, Martin? Sometimes you're really great and you critically think about something and then you just undo it all with waffle. Ferran Torres has not left because of lack of playing time, Martin. You literally made the statement before, Martin, that the first 6 games of the season till he got injured, he played.
Yeah, I know that.
So that's just a nonsense excuse. So don't use it for him.
No, I'm saying
Do you go to crime scenes, Martin, and point out how the criminal's innocent?
I'm saying because Harlan or whoever comes in as the number 9, that will take Torres' spot, and he might not want to wait to go out onto the wing again. That's all I'm saying. Because for me, I'd have had him as the number 9 all season long. Because I think for the first 6 games,
again, Martin, you're lacking the critical thinking that you're renowned for. When was the Harlan deal done, Martin?
If it's been done, it was done probably 8-9 months ago, if not a bit longer.
Okay.
So
now think about what you're saying. So now think about what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. The Harlan deal, a deal with Harlan doesn't get done within 5 minutes. It's like the Mbappe deal. For example, Kylian Mbappe, PSG, Real Madrid tried to buy him in the summer. They will have now been talking from that point in that summer all the way through. That's why you hear that personal terms are agreed way before the fees ever been agreed. Even though legally, contractually, you are not allowed to do that. If you really think that doesn't happen, you're living in Planet Waffle. Seriously. Because me and Rob told you 3 weeks ago that Torres had agreed personal terms to Barcelona. Because the first thing they do, they find out whether the player's bloody interested first. You don't just go make a bid if the player isn't interested in coming to you. So, yeah, I get that. If Harlan comes, it's been on the card for a long time. And maybe that's why we never signed anyone this summer, because we had just to put finishing touches to a deal. We will see, and the exciting part of this is we'll see very quickly. Within 2 weeks, we will know whether the Harlan deal's happening, because they will not keep it quiet, especially with Motormouth like Riola.
Yeah, and then if the Harlan deal doesn't happen, then Rob's going to be incredibly silent for the rest of his time on the Mancunian one.
Because I'm telling you now, the one thing Riola will want to do, he'll try and throw some Riola will want to get it out in the public immediately for one reason and one reason only. His window of opportunity making a bucket load of money is closing fast because of the new rules that are coming in for agents. So if you're an agent, you're trying to play a bit smart and a bit cunning here. What are you going to do if you've got a deal 99% done? You're going to throw a little net out for the last 1% to see if you can get a bite anywhere else.
Can I ask?
These stories come from agents are putting them out there.
What other business do you expect to see in January? And I'm not just talking necessarily from Manchester City. I'm talking, do you think it's going to be a quiet one on the whole, or do you think that there's going to be mad dashes to get players? I mean, like Newcastle. I am so interested. I can't. By the way, we are doing another 12-hour stream in January transfer deadline day. 12-hour stream. If anyone noticed, we did do one at the very start of the season, and people and legends like Chris Baker and John Cartier and a few others stayed with us for the entire 12 hours of waffle. But we're doing another deadline transfer day at the end of January, and I'm so curious about what Newcastle United are going to do with their time. Seriously, it's going to be a crazy January, in my opinion.
Oh, big. I thought it was going to be busy. I don't think it will be as busy anymore.
Sean Fogarty. I don't want to be cruel, but we sign players in January all the time, mate. I know you're a young lad, Sean, and you've got your own agenda, but we do sign players in January.
I don't think it will be as busy as what we all thought because of the pandemic situation.
Stephen Dempster, wash your mouth out with stuff. Change that badge for a start, because fucking that shitty City from the 90s, that badge. And what do you mean? But not Harlan. We're not fucking Roman Centurions, and we've not won 3 Champions League, so get rid of that waffle. But what do you mean, but not Harlan? How dare you say, but not Harlan?
No, I tell you, we're going after Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He'd be a strike, wouldn't he, Rob? Oh, hello, Cal Blundell. How are you, mate? You
I've
all
heard
right?
we're signing Duncan Ferguson.
I've heard we're going after Luca Digne and Calvert-Lewin for a combined fee of 25 million. Anyway, no. Do I think he'll be busy? I think Newcastle will try and be busy, but I think Newcastle will be cute with some of theirs. I think there'll be a few loans chucked in with theirs, or a lot of short-term deals. You might see a Coutinho going there on loan. Not a signing, but on loan. You never know. Because I think players at Newcastle, sorry, I don't know why I've suddenly got a herd of elephants decided to tromp through my house. I think you'll get more loans at Newcastle, because why would a player want to commit to a 3 or 4 year deal if they know they're going to go down? And also, two, Newcastle will not want to commit a boatload of money to a player that they may not get the best out of in the Championship. So it'll work both ways for them. Number two, I think we'll do a little bit of business, which we've talked about. And then I'm struggling. Maybe Tottenham. Now Conte's gone in, because Conte's not had a chance, and maybe Norwich might do a little bit. Other than that, I'm not expecting a lot, because I don't think United will do much. I really don't. I'm struggling to who else is going to do. I mean, what are you expecting a bumper January, Rob? Are you expecting the money to flow? They are. We've shot Robbins complete and utter silence. Sell Mahrez to Madrid and get Mbappe. I love Mbappe, Steve, but it ain't going to happen, mate, because he's Real Madrid bound. He's Real Madrid bound. We do need an actual left back, and we will need a CDM. The CDM is going to be a little bit trickier because of Rodri. And not in a bad... Rodri has been in amazing form, and who'd you go and get as a backup? So what'd you do? Because you're not going to get Declan Rice. That's 100 million, because he won't play second fiddle. So, I don't know. Is that right, Carl Blundell? I didn't know he'd been put on the transfer list, mate. If that's true, and what, 20, 30 million, I'd go and get Luca Digne out of Everton then.
Will you stop waffling about Luca Digne? He's like 48 years old and he's crap.
No, he's not. He's 27 or 28.
Listen, if you want to go after Luca Digne, I want to go after Patrice Evra. He's been retired 3 years, but he looked cracking in that sports game for charity.
Right, as I was saying before, you rudely peed off somewhere.
And also, can I ask the biggest question of them all? Why the frig do we need a left back? We've got two left backs.
No, we need an actual left back.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do, because then Walker and Cancelo can have a rest each.
Waffle merchant.
We don't have to play one while the rest of the other one. Right, are you expecting a bumper January, Rob?
I am, actually.
Are you expecting the checks to fly?
I'm expecting a lot of desperation, yeah. There's going to be a lot of...
From who? More the top, more the bottom, what?
I think United are going to go and spunk some money again.
Why? Ragnarok won't do that. Wreck-It Ralph ain't touching it.
Wreck-It Ralph's going to bring in, like, I don't know, he's going to get Messi or something.
Oh, don't be daft.
Is anyone going to predict, right? Is anyone going to predict that Messi's going to leave PSG in January?
What have you been drinking? What are you on here?
I'm drinking old Jamaica ginger beer at the minute, Martin.
How have you got Messi to Man United in January?
No, I'm not saying that Messi's going to Man United. See, look, we're putting disrespect on their name, Man United. Do you mean United might... John Cartier, wash your mouth out with soap. Or Stromberg. Go and get some of that mad fish that stinks and wash your mouth out with it.
Fermented fish. That's about 400 quid and makes you puke.
I'll tell you again, for the ladies and gentlemen out there that are still listening, I'll tell you again exactly why we need Harlan. Because he scores goals all over the fucking pitch. In the 6-yard box, in the 18-yard box, from the halfway line. He runs like a mad bastard. He tracks back. He plays the full, complete game of football. We're signing Harlan in January. I know you're not... John Cartier. I know you're not Swedish, John Cartier. I know you're not Swedish. How the hell did Manchester City? Oh, you know what? I'm crying in my beer at the minute. Manchester City did not make a loss of 126 million at all. We won the Premier League, 100 million. Sky Sports money, 100 million. Player sales, 100 million. Waffle.
Blah 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 blah.
It's all that out. We actually spent about 5 hours working out on a call one night in the summertime, and I'm not kidding. Am I right or am I wrong on that, Rob?
Yeah.
We literally sat down and worked through it all, and the money we had, and all the incomings and the outgoings. Like I said, I expect Norwich to do a couple of desperations because of Dean Smith, and I expect Newcastle to be very cute with the loan system. That's all. We're not financial experts, Waffle Merchant.
It's called no, but Richard is a financial expert. Richard actually is a financial expert.
Yeah, Richard is a financial expert,
and Richard fully agrees with us. So get wrecked, Christopher Baker.
Yes.
Haven't we got one of the young lads who played in the League Cup who's a CDM? Yes, he's called Lavia, and he's everyone said that he was good enough, and then we saw him play, and he's not. Fact.
Blah 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 blah.
Everyone said he was the next best thing, and then he walked out on the pitch, and we all went, nah. 150 million for being in the Champions League final. I don't think it was that much, Sean. Calm down, mate. Don't think the winner's got that one, mate. Oh.
Man, we all sit up, please. We all sit up, please.
I'm sitting up.
Crading my neck looking at you. You're trying to ride in the holly wreath. Right, let's get on to the next topic of absolute waffle.
Let me move my camera a little bit. It might be my camera. There we go. That might be a little bit better.
No, you just ruined it all now.
There you go.
How about you unmove your camera now?
Well, I'm actually sat up and you're telling me it's bad.
Martin, unmove your camera.
Oh, no, that is bad.
Exactly. Right, let's move on to the next topic of waffle.
Yeah. Bournemouth, who are currently second.
That's not the next topic of waffle. The next topic of waffle is Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, and all the other English players being absolute
we're
knobs.
Not talking about
yes,
that.
We are. Yes, we are.
Okay, then. Phil Foden and Jack Grealish, naughty boys. They've been out on the lash, and they got dropped for the Newcastle game. Sean's upset. No, Phil Foden and Jack Grealish have been out on in a lads' night out, as Pep has confirmed, and they were dropped for, how do I word this, for discipline reasons against Newcastle.
I just think it's interesting because Micah Richards not that long ago, and I've been wanting to cover this on the channel for a while. Micah Richards put an article on the BBC. Now, as we know, Micah Richards is 50% waffle, 50% laughter. But he talked about how he made his City debut at the age of 17, and money was thrown at him, even before the days of the takeover. Money was thrown at him. Now, that money might have been 10 grand a week at that time, or 50 grand a week or something. It wasn't the crazy sums that players are on now. But he was talking about, I think he said he went to America on a summer tour with Manchester City, and I remember the one I think he's talking about where we went.
Was that the Mancini one with Balotelli?
Yeah, where they went to LA. And he said that he spent 150 grand on a wild night. And I'm just wondering, yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering, all these young Manchester City players, like Phil Foden, and obviously Jack Grealish has come in, and as we know that Jack Grealish is allegedly a drunk wife beater who crashes his cars, and I just think
allegedly,
I did say allegedly, and I just think it's very strange that Manchester City have sort of broken their own back on this one, because as Martin will tell you, traditionally Manchester City, do methodical research into players, and they say, right, are you right for the club? Are you the right sort of family man? Do you behave yourself? Do you choose not to drink? Like, for example, and I'm not trying to be contentious when I say this, but we have a preference sometimes for signing Muslim players because they don't drink publicly, at least. We all know that they secretly drink, but they don't drink publicly. And there's a better public image related to that sort of stuff. And it's just kind of strange that we tended to go completely... And Martin, you've got to agree with this, right? That we do tend to go after particular players because of their lifestyle choices. Yeah. And it just seems so strange that we went after Jack Grealish, who was an absolute piss can who crashes cars.
You will always notice with the club, we are linked with 90 players. That's not done by mistake. That's done because, for example, we will look for a position that we want, and there could be a list of potentially 20 players in that one position. And what they then whittle that down to is a profile within the club, what they have, because they don't look for a specific player, they look for a profile. And that is the actual wording of it. Now, Chris Baker, you have been a very, very naughty boy here. We're not going to talk about that this evening. So, they go for a profile. And like Rob says, are they a family guy? Do they go out? Do they fit the profile of the club? Are they after money? Are they after fame? The big thing they want to know is, do you want to join Manchester City? That's why we have been famously walked away from so many deals, because the one thing the club will never accept is the deal being changed at the last minute.
Yeah, and Martin, you're going off into the weeds here because you don't know what point you're trying to make. You've made 3 points there in one because you strayed away from the straight and narrow. Now the issue is we've brought Jack Grealish into the club, who is a philanderer. He's like the Great Gatsby, only from Birmingham, and.
That's quite a good analogy.
He's taken Phil Foden under his wing and turned Foden into Paul Gascoigne, and that is obviously the antipode of what we wanted for Phil Foden's career, and it could have unfortunate ramifications long term. So Phil Foden needs to square himself away. He's got too much money. You've done too much too young, and now you're married with a kid.
Have you seen what he's done with his hair again?
Yeah. So
the bleach blonde today.
So I am very concerned about Phil Foden in some ways, because the Paul Gascoigne shadow does absolutely loom large over his life, and he needs to get squared away. He needs to get squared away before it's too late, that lad.
He needs to be... Now, apparently, all footballers now get media trained, and they don't only have an agent for football, and they have an agent that deals with how to deal with PR and media and all that. So I'm a bit surprised, really, how. And to say Foden could easily go down the Paul Gascoigne route, he's actually spot on, because he could, because he is doing. And now, fair enough, he's a young lad, and I'm not trying to hit the panic button or start accusing him. But the signs are there now. So what you got to do is you've got to get the signs out early. This is the third time Phil Foden's been caught. The third time. Kyle Walker's had issues. Jack Grealish had issues at Villa. He's come in and done it straight away within his first 3 months at Manchester City.
And let's be honest about Jack Grealish, yeah? If Jack Grealish would have come to Manchester City, set the league on fire, been our top goal scorer, we might have all sort of tried to hush this up. But he's come in, been relatively bang average, and he's still carrying on the way that he was carrying on in Birmingham.
And I'll tell you how it is. I watch, because as you do, when you're running YouTube channels, you will have a look at other YouTube channels that are run by, not Manchester. I look at other fans, other clubs that have YouTube channels, just to see what they're doing and get to know them, see the. And I've had a look at West Ham. I've had a look at a Wolves one. I've had a look at which one was it? Stoke City one and one. And you know what? There was a few things talking about Manchester City, and two of them were at the ground playing us, and they said, oh, Phil Foden's playing. And they started booing him. And it was two women, and he said he cheats on his missus. Now, that isn't what you want at a young age. I know that's little and it's minor, but you don't want that. He's already got this reputation now throughout the country that he's a cheater. And he isn't. He may never have cheated. We don't know. He may never have done. But you've got to keep
what Martin's trying to say is that this sort of stuff should not be coming out about this player at his age. Should not be. Now listen, when I look at someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, who went to Spain for all those years, and you all know the stories that have come out about Ronaldo in America and the allegations and all the rest of it, and all of it completely alleged. But the fact of the matter is, that happened to Cristiano Ronaldo at the height of his career, at the peak of his career, when he was 27 to 31, playing the best football, in his life and all the rest of it. And you expect, to some certain degree, now I'm not saying that they're right or wrong, or whether they are true or false. What I'm saying is, anyone that is at the top of their game gets the crazies coming out of the woodwork. They get the estranged dad. Everyone's heard of the estranged dad, where the son or the daughter goes on to be amazing, and then the estranged dad comes out the woodwork and like, oh, I'm sorry I weren't there for you when you were a child and I was a raging alcoholic, but I want to be part of your life right now. You only have to look at people like Lewis Hamilton in Formula One. He's got a crazy dad. You look at Tiger Woods in golf. He's got a crazy dad. You get those crazy relatives, and you get the stalker stories, and you get the mad night out stories and all the rest of it, and you end up with Ronaldo. What I'm saying is, Phil Foden is 21 years old. He's not actually done it yet. He's a very good player, don't get me wrong, and we all love him, and we all see the potential in him to be a Ballon d'Or winner or to be a World 11 player or whatever. But he's already getting the crazy negative stories in the press, and he's done fuck all so far. And it's very, very concerning.
He's also at a club that is hated by the media and by other fans. So he's already got it against him.
As far as the media are concerned, it's just a good grace that he's not black. Let's be honest about it. If Phil Foden was black, he would have been destroyed in the press by now.
I think what we're saying is that Phil Foden could be a future Ballon d'Or winner. Don't throw it away. But like someone said in the comments,
even if he's not a Ballon d'Or winner, because Gascoigne was never a Ballon d'Or winner, Martin, but he was an incredible footballer, and Phil Foden can be an incredible footballer, but he's at that age right now where he could balls it up, Martin. He could really balls it up.
But we've just got to ignore some of the stories that have come out, because there was a story that came out after the Leeds game, and you just got to ignore it, and you've got to pretend that didn't happen. I'm not going to go into the story because you probably all read it. But just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't bring attention to yourself that you don't need. Pep Guardiola will drop you.
All I'll say is, Martin, Raheem Sterling throughout the entirety of his career, I think when he was young, there was that one issue where Sterling was caught sniffing a balloon or something, right? If you remember all that way back.
Yeah.
He was taking whippets out of a balloon, or he was taking laughing gas out of a balloon, and that got broke in the media instantly. And I'm guaranteeing that Phil Foden's already done something like that, but the fact that his skin colour's white means that it didn't make the press. However, look at how Raheem Sterling is treated in the media, and even by some of our own disgusting racist fans. Look at how Raheem Sterling is vilified. Raheem Sterling has scored 9 goals in the last 11 games, and he's been in incredible form. But there are certain people in the wider world that still hate him. Do you remember the stories about Raheem Sterling when he bought a house for his mum? And he was talked about as in like he was a gangster splashing the cash and all the rest of it. And
he had that gun tattoo, and it was actually
he had the gun tattoo, which was a memorial for his father who was killed in the gun crime incident.
And it was to remind him every day.
Yeah, and Michael Johnson, oh my God, Michael Johnson, when he was at Manchester City, Done too much too young, and then
Listen, I don't know
his career was over in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Martin, it's not. These are all sensible things we're saying, Martin.
No, I know, but listen, I know what we're saying, but Pep Guardiola will keep them on the straight and narrow.
Martin,
or they just won't
he's
survive.
Not Ferguson, mate. He's not, because listen,
they won't survive.
But Martin, is that not the greatest fear? If Pep Guardiola can't manage Phil Foden and he doesn't survive, Martin, he's throwing away what could be one of the best football careers ever.
Yeah, and the only example I can use is, remember last season when there was that story broke that Raheem Sterling had gone in and had a word with Pep and why he hadn't played, and then you didn't see Sterling for about 3 months. Pep will win in the end, and what Robbie's saying is, we don't
Pep
want
winning,
to lose.
Pep winning means that we
Pep
lose our
means
only.
The fans lose.
Pep winning means that we lose our only.
Because we won't see Phil
Mancunian superstar. Yeah.
So just come on.
So this, for me, this is not an issue about the club having to deal with it or anything. This is an issue of Phil Foden himself has to look at his fucking life and think about what he really wants. Because Phil Foden could have the world at his feet.
Yeah.
Definitely. And at the minute he's in danger of ballsing it up.
Absolutely, definitely. But yeah, so there's 2 big topics we've gone through this evening. I am just going to go through some small little snippets that have come out lately. Well,
happy December the 20. What are we on? Happy December the 22nd. And in 3 days' time, happy December the 25th. I just feel sorry for all the other days of the year that you don't celebrate.
Oh, very true, very true.
I'm just wondering about these 25, 26 people that are watching the stream and they're not liking it. They must hate us, man.
And we only got 13 likes. 13 likes? Oh, come on.
Not even that. We've got 12. Shocking.
There's a bit of football going on tonight.
What you want about snippets of waffle, Christopher Baker? You've piped down because you know that we're right.
He's a little bit of a naughty boy at the minute, Mr. Baker, and I don't understand it. He's a naughty boy. Naughty boy. We'll have to put him in a naughty step time out at the minute. We're Norwegians celebrate on the 24th. Hey?
How is Christmas Day special? Is it because it's the only day of the year you get off, Chris? Oh, no, you don't even get that off, do you?
Oh.
You have to go and give food to those people that we spend 50 grand a year locking up for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that brings me nicely on to the next point of view. No, about the... Listen, we here at the Mancunian Way, we want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. And we
We wish you all a very, very non-denominational 25th of December.
A happy holiday. Enjoy
your bank holidays.
Look after yourself. But there's something I want to just make a very big point of, because something that was a bit personal to me and hit home this week is, please remember, we are in tough times. And you never know what's going on with your neighbour next door or anything that's. But please, if you can, give something. I went to a food bank this week, and I went with 5, 6 huge
charitable people don't really brag about their charity.
No, and I'm not. I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, please, you never know what people need. So if you can do anything this seasonal time, go and help people who may not have what you have, and look after each other and stay safe. Don't do anything silly, because we don't want to worry about it on here. But just look after yourselves, because it has been a tremendous 5 months, and there's a lot to come in 2022. A lot to come. A lot to come. Trust me. Isn't there, Robert?
I'm just going to stay silent and see how much you waffle.
There will be less waffle.
No, there won't. Don't lie to the people.
Yes, there is. There's going to be far less waffle.
The Christmas message that I want to send is, there was a certain point in my young life where I was on the streets of Manchester, for Christmas, and there are people out there that have got literally nothing. And Christmas can be a very divisive time for a lot of people. Decisions need to be made about putting food on the table, or paying the heating bill, or getting into debt, or being able to afford your child a Christmas gift. And these aren't lazy people, by the way, that have to make these decisions. Some of them are very hard-working people, and they are all around the world. And decisions have to be made. And it's an incredibly difficult time of year. And all I would suggest is that in whatever way possible you can, just be nice. Just be nice. Treat people how you want to be treated. And I'll also say, secondly to that, and there is going to be the odd person out there that listens to this stream that is spending Christmas alone this year. And that's a tragedy of sorts, in a way. So if you know somebody that's not got people, just drop them a message on Christmas Day, say, Merry Christmas, mate. Or, send them a mince pie. Or buy them a gift, or write them a card. A card is such a... I don't do it. I'm guilty of this with cards. I don't write cards to anyone.
I still do it. I know not a lot of people do it.
Martin, hush your waffle. Just write them a card. Just let them know that somebody on this planet is thinking about them, because that means everything to some people. It really does. Don't be lonely this Christmas, because you don't need to be lonely. There are people out there for everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. So, enjoy. And
right, back to the football. You see how Martin goes into waffle when he doesn't know what to say after.
Can I just say, I'm going to give you, there are currently EFL quarter-final games. The not EFL, the Carabao Cup games going on at the minute. Brentford and Chelsea are 0-0. Leicester City are 2-0 up at Anfield after 13 minutes. And it's not, it is a much changed Liverpool team. They've got Keller, Bradley, Gomez, Cometio, Semiscus, Henderson, Morton, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Minamino, Firmino, and
now realize we're a Liverpool channel. Stop this waffle merchant, somebody.
No, I'm just saying, but they are.
Right, Martin, Manchester City play Leicester on Boxing Day.
Do we?
Do you know why it's called Boxing Day? Because traditionally I beat the crap out of Martin.
Because it's a day of sporting achievements.
No, it's not.
My dad told me once about the kangaroo on Boxing Day.
Is it?
That's a lot of waffle. Anyway, yes, Manchester City do play Leicester.
Where you get it from, then it's inherited.
We do play Leicester on Boxing Day. And like I said, Boxing Day is a great day for me. I love Boxing Day football.
Look, it just has to go into the waffle, doesn't it?
I want to say
it just has to go into the waffle.
Just talk.
No, because it's basically this. It's like, Martin, so let's talk about Manchester City playing Leicester on Boxing Day. And then Martin goes, oh, Boxing Day. I remember when I were a lad. Oh, Boxing Day. It's a great day, Boxing Day. It's a great day. It's a great
remember
day,
the Warburton's music?
I tell you what, right? Boxing Day. Oh, it's a day. Oh, I love Boxing Day. Yeah, there's
football.
The
Warburton's
so there's
music?
Football on Boxing Day, and I really enjoy the football because it's on
Why
Boxing
have you gone
Day.
to Yorkshire?
Because it's you. You're just absolutely waffle merchant.
I'm not Yorkshire.
Say a sentence that's been prepared in your mind without dithering into waffle. Go on, do it.
Anyway, Manchester City play Leicester on Boxing Day. And up to now, we should have a fully fit squad. It is not on the TV. It is a 3 p.m. kickoff. And for me, I think it will be I think it's going to be the easier of the two fixtures that we've got over Christmas compared to Brentford. I think Leicester will be the easier game, and I think Brentford away will be the harder game. And I know a lot of people will think, Martin, you're talking out your ass, but I genuinely do. Because I think Leicester, we will beat quite handsomely, probably about 3-0, 4-0. Now, you might think I'm talking a lot of waffle. I think there'll be changes. I think Foden might come back into the team, as will Grealish. I'm giving you my opinion on the game.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like and subscribe to this channel, if you don't leave comments underneath videos, and if you don't talk in the chat, this is what I'll leave you to. I'll leave you just to suffer Martin.
I used to run shows on my own for 2 hours, you know.
Yeah, to about 10,000 bots and we know they were bots.
Well, go on, say your bit about Boxing Day then.
I have to say, by the way, John Grogan is completely right. Liverpool are doing a Liverpool performance of disrespecting domestic trophies.
We're not a Liverpool
usual.
channel. Carry on, move on.
Disrespecting domestic trophies as usual. That's standard Liverpool. But, you know, they only think that the European Cup is the highlight of football, and it's complete nonsense.
Are you done? And he's gone silent. He's gone silent on me, gentlemen and ladies.
You see, when I was in charge of this stream, it was successful and people were enjoying watching it. But now you're going to experience the next 5 minutes of Martin.
So, anyway, Leicester City, yeah. I genuinely do think now Leicester are...
I'll give it 38 seconds before he starts reading comments.
I'm not reading comments at all. Leicester, like I said, they're on an up and down run at the moment. They've won 2 out of the last 5. And we have generally, we do have, shut up, we do generally have a decent record at the Etihad against Leicester.
Did he just tell himself to shut up?
At home is where we tend.
Did anyone else just hear him have Tourette's and he went, shut up?
I was telling Chris Baker to shut up, but I didn't wait to.
Oh, so you were reading comments. Way! Christmas bingo with Martin Horsfield. Everyone mark off your bingo cards.
All right, I'm not talking anymore. That's it.
Since when does Zips have keys that you throw away? Even your charades game is fucking in the toilet, Martin.
Well, we're having a game of silent bingo now. Come on. Give me your opinion on the Boxing Day game. 5 minutes of Martin. 5 minutes of Martin. Is that what it is? You can't just go 5 minutes of Martin. That's terrible. Right. Manchester City on Boxing Day. That's actually a really good question, that. When was the last time we lost on Boxing Day? I shall have a little look.
Let him quickly Google it because he don't know fuck all about it.
Yes, I am. Actually, I'm going to Google it because I don't actually know. Do you know the last time we got beat on Boxing Day?
I know everything about football. My name's Martin Horsfield. I've forgot more about City than you know. Hold on while I Google it.
Oh, you absolute a-hole. That's just wrong. Absolute wrong. You are just... No, you've annoyed me today. Upset me a lot. Right, I'm going to check for you now. When was the last time we lost on Boxing Day? Where's it gone? There we go. That's what I'm after. I finally got it. Well, last season on Boxing Day, you come off there, you. What is this thing doing? It's proper annoying me. Well, we didn't play on Boxing Day.
Is anyone old like me and remember the Flintstones? What was that little alien, the kazoo, great kazoo or something that was on Fred Flintstone's shoulder? Because I think that's the next thing we need to have on this stream is him on Martin's shoulder.
We beat Newcastle 2-0 last season at home. Has anyone noticed we tend to be at home on Boxing Day? We do tend to be at home. We were away on the 27th and we got beat by Wolves because I remember going to that one when a certain defender of ours had an absolute mare. Edison got sent off. So the last time we got beat was not last season, the season before. There you go. Wolverhampton Wanderers on the 27th of December, 3-2. And I was at that game as well. So there you go. A little bit of knowledge for you there. I was at that game last time we got beat on the Boxing Day. Was you there, Rob, on that day? Bet you weren't. No, you weren't. So Manchester City do generally have a really good record on Boxing Day, which is good. We are currently 3 points clear of Liverpool. I was joking. We're currently 3 clear of Liverpool. We're 6 clear of Chelsea.
Ali, don't make me slap you. We're signing fucking Harlan.
Going on with you? Yeah, the 5-2 Steve Dempsey. You got to remember though, Steve Dempsey, that was a totally different game. We had a much changed team. Garcia was in the team. Kyle Walker had a nightmare and was giving away penalties like people give out Christmas cards. It was a bad day. It was a very, very bad day that day. And we forget about it, we move on. I remember getting beat by Leicester under Claudio Ranieri when, who was the guy who was the centre-back who scored for him off a corner? What was it? Was it Robert Huth? I think Robert Huth scored when they went on to win the title. But we had some really good. I remember smacking Leicester 5-0 in the FA Cup when King Clancy scored an absolute wonderful solo goal when he ran through the whole team and put it in the bottom corner. So we have had some really good games against Leicester. What's he putting on the screen
I'll tell you
now?
what, Martin has to bring up that one instance where that bang average idiot Georgie Kincladze had a good game, doesn't he?
He's my hero. I want to talk about him.
You're a grown
Do you
man.
like-
Grown men shouldn't have heroes, Martin.
Oh,
I should be your hero.
why?
So I've done something for this fucking country.
Chris Baker was going to be my hero.
What's Kincladze done? Naff all.
So, Manchester City and Leicester. It'll be intriguing to see Brendan Rodgers. It will be intriguing to see him because everyone will go. Because if we win by about 3 or 4-0, everyone will shove it down my throat and tell me that the guy I wanted to be the next manager possibly will. I would say I'm talking at a waffle. But how do you see? Get him off the screen. Come on, let's get serious.
No.
Why have you put Kazoo on the screen?
Because you're Fred Flintstone.
Right, what's your thoughts on Boxing Day, Rob?
What's the
Are you
point?
expecting a tough game?
Yeah, of course I am. It's Leicester City. It's your favourite manager, Brendan Rodgers.
Right.
The man that you want to replace Pep Guardiola. You don't want Pep Guardiola to retire or leave after fulfilling his contract. You want Brendan Rodgers to instantly replace him now.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I've never said that.
The thing that I tell you, Kinky wasn't a brilliant player. He got us relegated
Thank you,
twice.
Stephen Dempster.
Anyone who ever says that Kinky was a brilliant player either has got an incredibly selective memory and only remembers the highlight reel, which, by the way, is about 30 seconds long, because he only scored 21 goals. How many goals did Kincladze score, Martin?
21 or 22 in about.
He scored
80
21 goals in 100.
Was it 70 odd?
No, it was 100 and something games. Kincladze was bang average, and he was lazy. He was lazy as fuck, and he's the reason we got relegated twice.
It was about a 1 in 5 record.
No, Martin, it was 1 in 5. Anyway, so right, Leicester on Boxing Day. What can I say? Right, the Community Shield, we deserve to lose.
Don't read into that. Though.
When we played Leicester at the King Power,
Dominated.
we dominated Leicester. However, and I wonder if Brendan Rodgers has learnt his lesson from this. When Kelechi Iheanacho came on in the second half, they did look a lot more potent. So we'll see.
Well, just out of thing, I don't think looks like Iheanacho's not playing tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone remembers the Kincladze goal against Southampton. Everyone remembers it because it's his one fucking highlight.
No, he's not. He scored many goals that were good.
I've got Stephen Dempsey here and Martin here, the two waffle merchants of Kincladze. I was at the fucking Southampton game. I bet you two weren't.
Yes, I was. I was in the main stand. I was right behind it.
I watched King Clancy play about 60 or 70 times, and he was fucking
So did I.
shocking. He was shocking most
You
of
know
the
how
time.
long about a season ticket?
He got us relegated, Martin. Admit it. Just admit that King Clancy's the reason we got relegated.
No, we got relegated because of bloody Niall Quinn and Steve Lomas. Well, they did dick around with the ball in the corner, to be fair. Yeah? Come on, be honest. Anyway.
King Clancy in Division 1 couldn't be arsed. He was lazy as anything.
He wasn't good in Division 1, no. I admit that. Anyway, just to let you know, Kelechi Iheanacho has not started tonight. He's on the bench. Varda and Daka have started tonight. So if that's a little bit of an insight into Boxing Day, does that mean, like you said, Rob, Rodgers has learned and he's going to play Iheanacho? Stephen Dempsey's talking about the one off the post in the FA Cup. That was an FA Cup game, though, Stephen. Rob, Iheanacho rested for tonight. Does that mean he's learned? And we're having the silent treatment. Hello? Hello, anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Anybody? Hello? I think Rob's gone for a lie down, Stephen. Stephen, you've destroyed him. You've killed him. He's gone. It's finished. He's in the mud. So, yeah, it looks like we do go off that. Because Madison's playing tonight. Tillmans is playing tonight. Indeed, he's playing tonight. Indeed, he's playing in the back four, which is interesting to see. Schmeichel's playing. Vardy's playing. Daka's playing. Soyuncu is playing. So Leicester have gone for quite a strong team this evening, which... Have they got the players to rotate for the game on Sunday? It will be. I don't know. I don't think they have. I know Johnny Evans is out long term for a little while. Johnny Evans is out for, I think, about 3 months. You've got Lutman, Mende, Vestergaard, Perez, Iheanacho, Albright and Bertrand. So they've literally got the reserves on the bench. Maybe one or two players like Thomas and... Sommer might not play against us, but generally that is the team they'll do. Maybe you'll get Iheanacho instead of Daka. Don't know, we'll have to see. But that's how, you go back, like Rob was saying, to the King Power, we were having a lot of joy down that left-hand side with Jack Grealish and Bernardo Silva, causing them all sorts of problems. And then they decided when we were beating them, and beating them quite well, not in the scoreline, but in the performance stature of the game, is that they changed it up a lot. And what they did was, Iheanacho came on and he caused us havoc because he was quick, the balls were coming over the top and through, and we couldn't handle it. We were having our backline split open at the time, and we have to stop that at source this time. We cannot allow that to happen. We've got to make sure that we have the correct back line, we have Rodri back in, and we go as strong as we can. That's what I would do anyway. I don't know what Rob would do because he's gone quiet all of a sudden on that.
No, I just think that Leicester City at home, it's a very winnable game. Leicester City are pretty bang average under Martin's favourite ever manager, Brendan Rodgers. And I do wholeheartedly agree that Brentford will be a completely different test because we've never played them before, and it's at Christmas time. They'll be amped up for it. It's going to be very exciting couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, I mean the Brentford one will be great. There will be a watch along for the Brentford game. There won't be one for Leicester. There will be a post match.
You were doing one for Leicester.
No, not watch along. I'm going to go. Looks like I've decided to go for the Leicester game. Because I don't think things might have changed on Boxing Day, but I'll talk about that privately. I am going to the game on Boxing Day. Unless I change my mind on the day, then I'll do something. But there will be a post-match on Boxing Day. I will tweet out the time. The game's at 3:45. So you're probably looking about 6 o'clock for the post-match. And it will be live as well. It won't be a long one, but there will be a post-match with just me, because Robbie's going to be away for the holidays. I won't say Christmas. He's away for the holidays with his family. So it'll just be me, little old me, and little old you on Boxing Day.
Was that a cruel joke about my family? They're all dead. Right,
No,
anyway, so let's move on. Let's move on. So
there will be a watch along for Bradford.
Martin's family shaming.
No.
Have you got anything else to say, Martin? Have you got any other agenda talking points before we end this stream?
Before we end,
I think about the first 50 minutes. If anyone's been watching from the start, I think about the first 50 minutes of this stream was solid, and then we got bogged down in Martin's waffle for like 15-20 minutes. But I think the first 50 minutes were absolute solid. So if you're going to recommend to any of your friends that you to watch the Mancunian Way, because I'd really love it if I don't call it the holidays, Chris. Martin called it the holidays. Were you not listening? Have you got cocks in your ears, Baker? Old cock ear Baker? Clean them ears out. If you're going to recommend it to anybody, hopefully you've got friends who are City fans. Might be nice if you say, just take a look at the Mancunian Way. It won't hurt you.
We do try.
The one thing I will say is, comments are very, very important on these videos. So I know you're all commenting while the stream's going on, but after the video's ended, if you don't mind popping down to the old comment section and letting us know your thoughts and feelings, and also please let us know if you ever want to appear as a guest, or you ever want to come on one of the shows, send us an email. Tell us in the comments. We'll get in touch with you. We'll get you on the show, and you can spout your waffle. And other than that, just let us know in the comments what you want to see on this show, because there's so many things that we're capable of doing, and ideas always help. Always help. Martin, your final thoughts?
Yeah. The email, if anyone wants to know, is the mancunianway940@gmail.com. Rob may type it down in the comments now if he's got a moment. So email us, let us know. We are open to ideas. We definitely want some of you lovely people to come on. The more the merrier. Please come on. Big thank you. We've got big plans.
That is something I do eternally apologise for that, Chris Baker. Martin's one and only job on this channel is to reply to comments, and he doesn't do it.
Yes, I do. Why are you telling lies now? Because I've responded to every single comment.
Well, I mean, let's bring up the channel's.
Go on.
The channel's YouTube page.
Go on. I've got every comment there.
And then let's go to.
Unless there's been comments in the last 2 hours.
Let's go to YouTube Studio.
Oh.
And then let's go down to comments. And then there's a section here called Comments I Haven't Responded to.
I'm going to find this section.
Okay. Here it is on YouTube. It's a section called I Haven't Responded to. Says it right there. And there is 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page. 4 pages of comments he's not responded to.
I'm going to have a look now.
I'm showing it live on screen, Martin.
No, but I need to see it because I need to see what these comments are.
Well, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Horsfield, I apologise.
Just wrong. YouTube Studio. Right, anyway, I want you to all have a magnificent Christmas. Absolutely have a brilliant time.
Ask a question. What's everyone getting for Christmas? What are you getting for Christmas, Martin?
I'm getting. I think I'm getting money. That's it.
All right.
Because I'm saving up something.
All right. Merry Christmas, y'all. Can I just say that y'all is perhaps the worst bastardization of the English language ever? You all. It's awful. It is absolutely awful. I will see you all later. I'll see y'all later. It is disgusting. Bernardo Silva shirt. That's not a bad shout, that. If I was to get... I don't get players. I don't even buy football shirts anymore, but if I was to get a player on a shirt, Bernardo would be my second choice after John Stones. Oh, a beer fridge for your room. I've got a beer fridge, Jack Lee. The good stuff, mate. Good stuff. A fish on a lead. I've got a pet brick. Why is Martin in reboot mode right now? What's going on?
I've only got one page.
You know when you scroll down the page, Martin, that means it's more than one page. Look at him. He's absolutely in deep meltdown mode right now.
Some of these are from like the very first.
Well, there you go. You've not replied to so many comments from all the way back to the first videos.
Oh, wow.
She won job. She won job.
Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. Please.
We had Sean Goater. Sean Goater sent an email to the channel and Martin never replied to it, so he didn't come on.
Have a lovely Christmas. Ignore that Walter Merchant. Thank you for all the support over the last few months. The journey's only just begun. I hope you come and join us on the rest of this journey. Going to be amazing. Big thank you.
It's going to be mediocre at best, but, you know.
Fill them all with comments. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, because we have had a look and there are some people who watch who are not subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. That would be brilliant.
Strangely, there are people who are subscribed that don't watch. I don't understand.
Yeah, we have actually got people who are watching. Me even have a few now. Please double check if you are subscribed. That'd be good. Thank you. Yeah, have a great, great Christmas. Look after your family. Look after yourself. We'll see you all on Boxing Day. Well, I will. Rob won't. I'll see you on Boxing Day for the post-match of Manchester City, Leicester City. Yeah, remember, there is nothing now until Boxing Day. There is no Thursday night waffle. There is no Friday. There's no Saturday. We're going to spend it with our family. We'll see you all soon. Take care and have fun. Over to you there. Take us away, Robert.
Martin family shaming again. Right, yep.
Take us home, Robbo.
Stevie Jacko, our #1 liker and subscriber. Never comments on the videos though, does he, Chris? It's a bit strange, that. All the best to everybody.
Home, Daddy-o.
All the best, everybody. Make the most of it, because families die. Bye.